Hi, I'm Mumi, and welcome to MumiFunnel.com. We're going to explore how to optimize your conversions right now.
All right, let's talk about conquering GoHighLevel. If you're just starting out, you've probably figured out two things pretty fast. One, this software can do almost anything. And two, because of that, you're left wondering, where on earth do I even begin? And that's the feeling, isn't it? You log into that dashboard for the very first time, you see all the menus, all the options, and it honestly feels like you're staring at the control panel of a spaceship. But here's the good news. You don't need to learn it all at once. In fact, the big secret is you shouldn't even try. So here's the promise for this whole explainer. Let's cut through all that confusion. In the next 48 hours, we are going to build your very first fully automated lead capture funnel. We're going to replace all that guesswork with a clear step-by-step plan. See, our entire approach here is built on a really simple idea. Confidence comes from action, not from just absorbing more information. This 48-hour plan isn't about theory. It's about you getting a real, tangible result that proves you can make this thing work for you, starting today. So, by the time we're done, you're going to walk away with a properly set up account, your first ever lead capture funnel, an automatic email system that nurtures those leads for you, and a fully tested machine that's ready for traffic. This is your launch pad. All right, let's dive into day one. Our entire focus today is on building the foundation. We're literally creating the digital front door for your business, a simple but really effective opt-in page that turns curious visitors into actual, real leads. Okay, so hour one is all about getting your bearings. Just log in, click around, see where the main tools are, like funnels and workflows. But the first really critical step is to create a sub-account. Just think of it like a dedicated folder, right? It keeps everything for this one funnel clean and separate from anything you do later. It's like setting up your new digital office before you start moving the furniture in. Okay, now that we kind of know our way around, it is time for the fun part, the build. Over the next couple of hours, we're going to create the single most important page in this entire system. And look, you can see just how simple this really is. You don't need to get all fancy. All you need are these four core things: a killer headline that grabs attention, a super simple form, a clear button, and of course, a thank you page to let them know it all worked. That's it. Now let's zoom in here, because the form and that button, that's where the magic really happens. The form is how you get the lead, obviously, but the text on that button matters so much. Submit is, well, it's boring, but get my free guide, that tells them the benefit they're about to get. It's such a small change, but it has a huge impact.
Welcome to day 2. This is where we bring our funnel to life. Yesterday we built the structure. Today we're going to install the engine. Our goal is to set up an automated email sequence that works for you 24/7 without you lifting a finger. And this workflow you're looking at, that's the brain of the whole operation. As you can see, the logic is incredibly simple. It all kicks off with one trigger: somebody fills out the form. From there, it's just a sequence of waiting and sending. And once you've got it built, all you have to do is flip that one little switch to activate. It really is that simple.
The very first email is all about instant gratification. The subject line is super clear, and the email itself delivers exactly what you promised them. This is huge because it immediately builds trust and shows them that you're reliable. Then, a day later, we follow up with pure value. This subject line is perfect because it hits on a really common pain point: that feeling of being overwhelmed. This email isn't trying to sell anything. It's just trying to help. It immediately positions you as an expert who actually gets their struggle. And inside that value email, you're going to do for them what we're doing for you right now. You're going to cut through all the noise. You basically tell them, look, forget all those other shiny features for now. To get started, all you really need are these 3 simple things. You're just reinforcing that message of focus and giving them so much clarity. And finally, after you've delivered on your promise and given them free value, now you can make your offer. Email number 3 is the call to action. It's a smooth transition from just helping them to offering them a way to get even more help by working directly with you. So we've built the page, we've set up the automation. Now for what is maybe the most critical step before you spend a single penny on ads or traffic. We got to test it. We have to make sure that entire journey is perfectly seamless for your new lead. You have to go through this checklist yourself. Put in your own name, your own email, click every single link. And please do not forget to test it on your phone. The guide we're following points out that a whopping 60% of traffic is mobile. So if it's broken on a phone, it's broken for most of your audience. You know, This table pretty much summarizes our entire philosophy here. Avoid that temptation to learn everything at once. Instead, just focus on launching one single thing. And you'd be surprised how often this happens, but double check that your workflow is actually turned on. And finally, be your own first customer. Test everything yourself. So, what happens after you've conquered these 48 hours? Well, you start to grow. Week 1, you start sending some traffic. Week 2, you're analyzing the data. And before you know it, by week 4, you're probably confident enough to start offering these exact services to your own clients. This is literally the path from user to expert. And that really brings us to the most important question of all. It's not, can you master every single feature? The real question is, can you launch one thing? And after walking through this plan together, I think you know the answer is a definite yes. So go make it happen.